Hello and good morning, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Sagittarius to your monthly energy check. This is for your energy, Sun, Moon, Rising, Sagittarius, with Venus and Jupiter in your individual planetary position for the month of August, starting from the 4th of August 2021 until the next 3 weeks of your energy check for August of 2021. Okay, now the first thing, guys, I'll give you a little bit of heads up on this story here. There is Mars in your horoscope, which is talking about a biannual transit through your solar 10th house of achievement. Okay, and will continue to power up until the mid of September. So this means that there could be significant progress and momentum in your professional life and career. Okay, some of you guys could be looking into a next stage of promotion, launching a major initiative, or finally seeing a breakthrough you have been hoping for a long time. But time is the essence in here, guys. Okay, so don't waste this energy at this possible time. Hustle as hard as possible, and you could be, climbing the ladder very quickly. Okay, August 8th of this Lionsgate portal, guys, is eager to help you to soar into a new direction and integrate new wisdom into your life, right? So some of you guys could be looking at pursuing a new academic career, a media project, traveling, international endeavor. Now is the time to do this. Okay. This month, there is a full moon that appears in the sky on August the 22nd. So this is the second of the two back-to-back full moons in your solar third house of communication that you guys will be having. So there could be a lot of debating, exciting projects about writing, speaking, advertising, marketing, right? That will bring you great achievement around this time. The world is here listening to you, Sagittarius, so don't sit back. Take your microphone and start to work on that story for yourself here. Okay, guys? So this has been a heads up for your time period in the month of August, on the surface level, of course, because it's a general reading, guys. Okay, let's look into your energy for this period in time, Sagittarius. What's going out? What is coming in for you around this next course of the couple of weeks we have for Sagittarius? You know the drill. Whatever doesn't resonate with you, please leave that. Check your moon and rising. And if this message resonates with you for the month of August 2021, take the guidance, guys. Okay. So let's see what's going out, what's coming in. What's going out, what's coming in into your life, Sagittarius, within this period in time. What's going out, what's coming in, what's your message for the collective Sag in here. Nothing will come of the situation, void, of course, moon. So there is a situation that you have been not being able to move from something or from some situation that you have been trying to release yourself, Sag, right? That could be a job, a home, a career, anything. Too many cards, guys. So, but whatever that situation is, you have been trying for quite some time to release that situation, full moon in Virgo. And you could have been telling yourself that you're not good enough. There could be a problem about your self-esteem, self-worth in here as well. But here they are saying that maybe you have not been able to achieve what you have been trying to achieve, Sag. So where you possibly could have been sitting in that energy of feeling lonely and secluded from the rest of the world, telling yourself, oh, I'm not good enough. This could be in love. Maybe some of you guys could have fallen in love and may have got rejected. Anything could have happened, right? Anything could have happened. That kind of, too many cards, guys, hold on. That kind of what I'm getting out of this energy here is telling me that you have had doubts, self-doubts about yourself. Maybe about the way you look, maybe about the way you appear. And here they're saying, hold your vision, nothing is over yet. There is a lot of things that will come back to you in the right possible way. Conclusions are within reach. See? Full moon eclipse. But you have to work through your fears. There is time for healing. Yeah, there is something that is holding you back from your goal, your ambition in life. Like I said, you know that you might have been trying for quite some time to do something about your own situation, to improve upon your own situation, and then possibly when that didn't happen for you, Sag, is what I'm getting. You have gone into that energy where you have told yourself, you know, I'm not good enough. Maybe I'm not good enough for somebody that I love. Maybe I'm not good enough as a husband, as a father, as a career person. I'm not good enough. There is something, a lot of lacking, a sense of lacking in me is what I'm getting, right? Where I feel that, no, I'm not 100% good enough. This is talking about self-worth, self-confidence, about yourself, Sag, right? So here they are saying nothing. No, don't think like that. Don't think like that, Sag, because whatever you're trying, you will reach that conclusion, but you have to hold your vision. You have to hold your vision, fixed moon. Don't give up so easily on yourself, because that is accepting defeat of your own self energy, right? You're accepting that you're not good enough for somebody, or you're not good enough for a job or career. Maybe some of you guys could have been rejected or could have got rejected in an interview. Anything could have happened, right? So that brings your motivation down. That brings your motivation down where you might have been like, oh, you know, I don't have all the skills that a person should have, or you know, the world possibly has, a lot of people has. So here they are saying whatever you have been thinking is on the wrong track. You have to hold your vision, because things are changing in yourself, in your energy, in your power, but you have to hold your dreams and believe that whatever you're dreaming or whatever you are wanting in your life will come true. Okay, let's look at nothing will come of this situation. And this is a very dark, negative energy I'm getting out of this card in here, where you have been feeling very low in yourself, Sag, right? 8 of Pentacles. You have been feeling very low about something in your life. Could be money, could be house, could be home, career, your own job, anything, right? That you have been trying so hard for a long time. Maybe some of you guys could have been engaging in a lot of learning of new skills, learning something new. Maybe you have been putting in a lot of effort for quite some time in this activity. But you know, that sense of feeling morally low, right? Some of you guys, because you're feeling that sense of being very morally low, or maybe spiritually poor in yourself, you probably are trying to focus on something new in your life that will kind of keep you occupied with some new situation in your life as well, Sag. You know, the 8 of Cups, yeah, when you have been trying to balance something But maybe that was not being balanced, and probably some of you guys could be even thinking of abandoning that situation here, right? Or whatever, maybe you have put in a lot of effort somewhere in a particular project, in a particular situation, but that probably has not yielded you back the right result. We'll see. You're good enough. Let's see. Full moon in Virgo. So you could have been going through a period of solitude here with regards to the situation, thinking about it and telling yourself that maybe possibly I have not yet learned to be the master of whatever I'm doing or whatever I want to do. And that is kind of bringing down the vibration that maybe I'm not good enough for this job. Some of you guys could have joined a new workforce, and maybe you have been working very hard in that situation, but you are not getting recognized for your effort, right? People might be morally pulling you down and telling you that you need to improve upon your quality of work. And maybe that is where you're coming to a sense of understanding that you are still not good enough for that job, that position, or that power that you're holding in your life at the moment for some, right? So there is this negative sense of understanding that whatever I do, however hard I work, I'm still not going to be good enough for people or maybe for a particular person. It could be anything. See, and that's where there is a lot of healing in yourself. You're trying to heal from this situation where you're, holding yourself back, basically. It's a quiet time. You're trying to understand yourself better of whether you're really good or you're not good in yourself. With the Page of Cups, where it's talking about being happy once again, right? Because what I'm getting is that sense, that you're not good enough to deserve happiness. Maybe you have told yourself that whatever I do in my life, I still won't be really emotionally happy, maybe, right? And you're kind of thinking about this element of happiness or element of emotional fulfillment in your life as well. So there is some kind of a deep sense of healing with regards to this understanding of your emotion in here, Sag. Right? Where you feel that whatever you do, you start, okay, this is also what I'm getting. What I'm feeling, guys, is that you're thinking or you're in yourself, you're feeling that whatever you do, you're still not being able to reach that place where you feel that emotional happiness in yourself, right? See, with the Three of Swords, yeah. There is still a lot of pain about some situation in your life that you're trying to heal from, right? And this is where you're telling yourself that your karma, however hard you work in your life, career, relationship, or in any part of your story, is not really yielding you back the right quality of life. That is what you're missing out in yourself, right? So what you're doing is you're trying to go down deep into yourself, Sag. Within this period in time, you will do that exercise, I call this, to understand what it is that is stopping you from your own spiritual and emotional fulfillment of yourself, right? Let's look at hold your vision, fixed moon. So there is something that universe is saying, don't give up. Don't give up. It's going to all be okay with you. You just have to hold your vision, have faith in yourself, have faith in the universe that things are going to work out in your favor. But you have to have that patience. Because to me, it looks like that you have been trying very hard. It also could be, guys, you have been trying very hard for a long time to please people around you, to make them smile, right? To have a good time with people around you for some, but you still have not been able to achieve that quality in your life, where that emotional fulfillment of understanding. So there is a deep spiritual insight into the story of emotion for your own self here, Sag. Or you could be asking a question, what it is that really will make you happy, right? What it is that you need to do now, because you could have been doing a lot of things that really did not work in your favor, or you feel that way, that you're not good enough to offer love to somebody, you're not good enough to receive love from somebody. There is some sense of very low feeling in yourself with regards to some kind of emotion, where you're kind of feeling ignored maybe by some. I'm even getting that. You're feeling left out, you're feeling ignored, and you don't know what you should do to offer that love or that cup to somebody. What it is that you can do to make the other person happy. What it is that you can do to bring back that happiness, even in your self, is the energy from this card in here, right? Which is talking about hold your vision, the Sun and the Nine of Cups. So they are saying, guys, that it's all going to be okay, but you have to remain focused in your own situation, right? The Sun is talking about a lot of happiness, which is the problem area. That you're not feeling that sense of happiness, that feeling that, everything around me is illuminated. I'm the happiest soul on planet Earth, right? That kind of an energy. So which is what your wish fulfillment is, Sag, where you want to really feel that sense, that whatever you touch turns into gold for you, right? Whatever you touch, whether it's your emotion, your desire, your fulfillment, whatever that you touch turns into gold, which is going to make you happy, emotionally happy, bringing that sense of emotional fulfillment of having achieved that quality of life, right? So they are saying it's all going to work out, guys, but you have to keep working on the situation. Don't give it up. Don't give it up, because you could be feeling that sense, like I said, you could be feeling that sense that, I have been working so hard, I've been doing so many things, but yet that achievement is not in me as yet, where I can really bring in that sense of the first experience of that emotion in myself, right? Let's look at the Eight of Pentacles here. So this is what you're thinking, like, whatever I do, boom, the result is going to be still a big zero. Nothing is going to move in the direction that I want things to move. But they're saying don't give up. Keep working on that. Whatever you're focused on, right? Whatever you're focused on, keep working on that situation with the Queen of Swords. That could be your own understanding. You need to clear your own understanding, guys. This is the feminine side of the Queen of Swords energy, where some of you could be feeling that cold sense of being very cold in yourself with your, with whatever you're doing. You're really not, you're kind of, some of you guys, that's what they're saying. You need to clear your sense of understanding here, guys, about your own situation, what you really want to welcome and what you want to cut out from your life, really. Okay? But you could be feeling that iciness in you with regards to this void of the moon. You could be feeling quite icy in yourself, not feeling that emotionally happy. You're very logical, definitely. You're in that very logical kind of astute energy of your mind, right? Where sometimes with the Queen of Swords, you could be very intelligent in your thought, in your thinking. Your mind is very, very clear logically as to what you need to do to move forward. But again, this sometimes can create a distance between you and your emotions as well. Right? So some of you guys could be in that power, in that energy where you want nothing but the truth. You don't want bad people in your life. You want to cut off bad people, which is, there is nothing wrong. There is nothing wrong. But sometimes that also hampers your emotional part of the story, because what happens is there comes a trust issue with people in general, whom you can trust, whom you cannot trust, right? Whether you should trust yourself or you should trust somebody in your life who is trying to come forward to give you a cup. It also can be that, right? So, cup of love can give you some kind of an offer of apology, whatever that story could be for you, Sag. But this situation sometimes, like I said, can create a deep sense of a feeling of iciness in you, that you really don't want this, right? You don't want it. You're better off. Your logic is very powerful. Your thinking is very clear. Your sense of logical sense, the mental energy is very clear. So you're like, do I really need that? Or am I okay with myself? Because I don't want to welcome somebody in my life who will again play around with my emotions. For some, I'm even getting that. So you could be very much in that energy, Sag. Let's look at the Four of Swords, where you possibly could be taking time in your own sense, in your own self, to rework on your mental energy here of the Queen of Swords. Right? Yeah, the Knight of Swords. Yeah, this is all about communication, guys. Being very focused, being very clear with your words. You want to only welcome the truth and nothing but the truth in your life, Sag. So you don't want to hear anything other than the truth. So whoever comes to you, or whatever that energy is, if that comes towards you, you only want to hear the truth, because otherwise there will be a battle. Otherwise there will be a ferocious battle here, right? Where words and communications can go haywire. So watch out for this energy here, guys. Okay, let's look at the Page of Cups. Yeah, that could affect your emotional sense of feeling happy or feeling, good about your own self in here. The Knight of Pentacles. Yeah. So they are telling you guys that take it slow, because you could be in that energy where you really want to communicate very quickly, let people know what you're thinking, right? That you're not going to tolerate anything other than the truth, and that if somebody else comes to you with any other kind of information or anything, you will question that information. And that question and answer session could create a battle as well for some of you. So that's why they're saying that before you kind of get into that energy, take your time, right? Take your time. Look at every situation that you have around you before you communicate with somebody, or before you rush into some kind of communication, that there could be a severe verbal energy that could clash. So be patient, take your time. That's what they're saying here. Be patient to understand what somebody is trying to tell you. Whether that situation, what somebody is trying to tell you, involves love, right? Involves an apology, or does it involve some kind of flirtatious movement as a time pass, right? So that is something that you have to work with, that energy, in order to give yourself a time to recapture what this story is all about. So what they are saying, the message in here, guys, is that they are telling you that you feel that you're not good enough, right? So that is where you could be in that possible defensive mode, right? That you're trying to protect and defend every part of your communication or every part of your action, right? You might be trying to tell somebody, yes, I did that. Yes, I did that because I have to do that, or I have to do that. There is a reason, blah, 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 blah. Like you're being very impatient, but very honest about your situation. And that could cause some kind of, like I said, that could be a head on clash with somebody who could also be in that Queen of Sword energy with regards to your understanding, right? So if this is you, guys, right, this energy belongs to you because I'm reading for you, Sag. So what they're saying is, before you talk, before you take action, before you communicate or rush forward towards anything like that, because you could be impatient to say something to someone, right? Think about it. Be very, take a step back, rethink, because you have that power in yourself, Sag, that you can get a clarity of what you have to say, how you have to say it, what is that, the way that you express yourself around this point in time with your communication. I spoke about your communication part of the story as well. So you have to be very, very cognizant of that situation. And before you do that, take your time. Like I said, that you could be getting that somebody coming into your life trying to give you something where you have decided, or you had decided, that you're not good enough to receive any kind of offer. It also could be that makes you happy. So when that offer comes in, you could become impatient towards that situation when you try to prove your point against somebody else's thought or thinking process, right? It also could be that. So that's why they're saying, take your time. Take your time, give yourself plenty of time to rethink on what is that situation that you're trying to attract back into your life, what it is that will make you ultimately happy and fulfilled with a sense of your own fulfillment here, right? So give yourself time. That's the message here. Keep your vision. Don't lose your vision, because that energy of impatience needs to be tempered. Needs to be tempered. You have to temper your impatience, Sag. And you have to be more balanced with your understanding in the tangible world. And that is not easy. That takes a lot of discipline in yourself to make that happen. Okay, but that is what they are asking you to do here. Let's look at the sun energy here. Please talk to me about the sun. Please talk to me about the sun here. Because, again, it also could be affecting what they are saying, guys, that many of you could have this Leo energy of ego in yourself. Okay, that could be that ego that is going to disbalance your communication. So whatever that is in yourself, temper it down, bring it down, understand what actually it is that you want to achieve as you move forward towards your goal, towards your wish fulfillment, right? Yeah, the Fool. See, before you start anything new, you have to temper yourself, guys, because Many of you could be going through a period of being egotistical, so you need to censor that sense of ego, right? Many of you guys could be going through a period of inner child issues, something, some deep wound that you have had from your previous experience in life, right? So, in order to restart something fresh, you need to censor and temper and balance yourself, or else your communication will not bear any result. That's what they're saying. So you know, bring down your energy, tell yourself that you need time, right? Be patient with yourself as well, because impatient energy is very much here. Let's look at the Nine of Cups. And being a Sagittarius, I can see that impatience cropping up in yourself, right? Please talk to me about the Nine of Cups, because you do have, some of you guys, an ego part of the story could be the hindrance. So if you want to start a brand new journey, you want to have that faith and vision. So for you to have that faith and vision, you need to calm yourself down. That's what they're telling you here. Okay, let's look at the Nine of Cups in here. You need to calm yourself down, guys. Give yourself plenty of time to work on this energy, or else this energy is going to be a little bit difficult for you to work with in here. Yeah. See, the Two of Pentacles, there is like two messages or maybe three messages I'm getting out here, and I'm going to take them because they all have some kind of message here. So this is where the problem is with your ego, maybe inner child issue. You have to censor that, because if you don't censor and balance yourself, this divine beginning or this divine spark of creativity, you will not be able to hold on to that, because you will always be thinking, oh, this moment I can do this, maybe not. Okay, this moment I can do that. Your scene will keep changing in the tangible world, where you will be like, okay, maybe that is a better plan. Oh no, the next moment you are like, no, I think that one is a better plan. Right? So you will always be doing this, and this divine spark of creativity and inspiration, you will not be able to hold on to that, because you will be constantly in that seesaw energy of understanding of what it is that you need to now do in order to move, because then you got the Five of Pentacles, guys, and the Page of Pentacles. So clearly you're trying to bring about a change in your life. So some of you guys could be very, very feeling spiritually, mentally, emotionally, even financially poor. So some of you guys could be trying to improve upon your financial situation for your wish fulfillment, right? But this is where the story is. If you're trying to do that, Sag, it's good. There is nothing wrong with that energy. But the energy is that there is a chance that of the seesaw or this disbalance. You have to organize yourself. And to organize yourself, you have to let go of a lot of issues that you have, I don't know, that you have within yourself, in order to trust your dreams and believe in your vision. This is your vision, that you can make things happen, but for which you need a perfect balance. You have to stick on with one particular plan that you believe will yield you the result. Because if you keep changing your plans, or if some of you keep jumping from one job to the other, it can be anything for anyone. It's not going to give you that happiness. It's not going to bring you that sense of, a new beginning, because you do have. So until and unless you fix yourself in a position and not move from that situation, you will not be able to improve upon that situation. Because I'm also getting the fact, guys, that some of you may be receiving more than one job offer. So you feel that, okay, that offer is better. They are paying me more. right? They're giving me more flexibility. The other one is giving me less money, right? But they are not, but they are at a distance, for example. Okay, so you're kind of changing your game plan all the time. And because you're changing your game plan and jumping from one to the other, you will miss this opportunity where you need to hold back yourself and bring yourself to a situation to, to plant yourself firmly on the ground, bring back that stability and decide on your course of action, right? Because whatever you're doing, you're thinking, oh, if I jump from this job to the other, it's going to bring me more money and that will bring my happiness. Or in that other in the other place that is better, this place, you're always comparing. Because you're always comparing, the situation is not moving, even though you have the situation waiting for you, right? But you're not being able to take that because you're not being stable in yourself, right? Which is where this problem is occurring, which is where this Five of Pentacles is occurring, because you're not being able to release yourself from that situation of either desperation, negative self-talk, because you don't realize what you're doing, Sag. You're so constantly flipping yourself that you're not getting it, and because you're not getting it, you're feeling this negative self-talk, this feeling of victim mentality is coming back into your life. Okay, and that is where you need to walk out of. That is a situation you need to, like I said, you need to put your feet on the ground. Begin that step. Try to understand yourself better. Begin that step, right? And move towards it very slowly. You could be very naive at this point, but you need to bring back your stability. You need to work on the stability factor. You have to do your due diligence to listen to your intuition and not listen to other people telling you what they have to tell you all the time, and you kind of flipping and flopping because of that situation. Listen to yourself is the message here, guys, okay? So that is very important. Like I said, otherwise the communication can go haywire because you're not listening to yourself. You need to listen to yourself, Sag, in order to get out of that victim mentality that is holding back your success in here. Let's look at the Queen of Swords here. You're probably, okay, this is also I'm getting with the Queen of Swords here, that you're probably listening to people, but you're being very impatient. You're not really listening to people, right? Whatever others are telling you, you're just hearing from one ear and taking it out from the other ear. So you're not really grasping that situation here. You're being very impatient to jump into the next part of the story. You're not paying attention to the details in here, right? Which is where the Temperance card, that's where they're telling you, you have to hold back your balance. You have to hold back your balance, guys, because you need, like I said, you need to temper down yourself. Your energy is very, very fast and furious energy that's coming up in here. So that is the message for you, Sag. You need to temper down yourself. Maybe some of you guys could be getting angry very quickly. Because that's what I said, that, any kind of communication, if you're very quickly moving from one to the other, and if you're not hearing what you have to hear, that could be disbalancing your mode of communication, where you're getting very impatient and angry about the whole situation. So that is where patience is required. Patience is required, guys. Okay, let's look at the Knight of Swords here. Patience is required, Sag, or else you will not be able to move in the right direction. Yeah, you need to heal. You need a lot of time. That's where, you're probably telling yourself, I'm not good enough. People don't like me. It's not about you. It's about your approach towards life. It's about your attitude towards other people in their life with you, right? Let's look at the Knight of Swords. So you need to practice a lot of self-healing. Take time, take a break from some situations in your life if you have to, but give plenty of time in order to bring back your sense of emotional contentment. Because it looks to me that you are not emotionally contented here, and that is what is making you all the more impatient with every situation in here, right? With the Nine of Wands, yeah. And this is where you're injured. You're being injured every time. You have made a lot of mistakes with words and communication because, like I said, your impatience has been driving people up the wall. They're not talking with you properly. You're not talking with them properly. And here it is. You know that you need to temper back yourself. You need to bring back that control and balance in order to find a middle ground, in order to compromise and find a middle ground to work with people, right? And but you're being very stubborn. Some of you guys could be becoming very stubborn about finding this middle ground. You know that you have to do that, but you're like, no, I don't want to do that, right? It could be a sense of being very stubborn about the situation because you probably want the other person to temper themselves, but you don't want to temper yourself, right? So that could be a very stubborn energy that will not become, that will not create a sense of compromise in you. You will not be able to compromise until you too get into this energy and learn to balance and temper your anger. Some of you guys could be even going through some anger management issues now at this point. So that is where the situation is. Okay, because this is the sense that you're telling yourself nothing has happened in my life. You're already in that energy which is creating that anger and impatience in you. Let's look at the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Wands. Yeah, see? You have to think about anything before you rush forward. Block yourself. Create a boundary. Create a boundary before you rush forward towards something to balance a situation, because you definitely have, like I said, there are a lot of this too impatient energy. You want to quickly rush forward. You want to settle down things. You want to quickly do this, that, this. No, no, no. That is not going to work for you guys. Create boundaries, not walls. Create boundaries. Try to bring back your sense of balance within yourself because of this impatience that is creating a sense of frustration and negative implication of understanding in your own life, Sagittarius. So you have to watch out for this energy, guys. Because you feel that you have the power, you can do anything, and you're becoming very impatient about all the hurt and the wound you have received in your life, and you really want to, challenge that hurt. So you're trying to move forward and you're trying to, feel that, okay, this is the time I need to challenge myself, what I need to do, what I need not to do. But that is creating a sense of frustration and impatience in you. So that is where they are telling you, guys, think about it logically. Don't be stubborn about your situation, about what you now need to do in order to control yourself in the right way. Very important, guys. Let's look at the Fool card. And trusting in your vision. Don't give up. Don't give up. Don't be impatient to see that, oh, nothing is going to happen. This, I'm going to move out. I'm going to do this. I'm going to change my job. No. Don't be impatient. Have that vision in you that you can do that. You can take a leap of faith. It's a matter of you understanding your own situation and not moving around like this all the time with your stability factor. Yeah, see? with your stability factor here. It's more so with your money. You want to create that wholesome, nourishing confidence in yourself with your wealth, right? Some of you guys really want to have a lot of money in your bank account. So you have to hold your vision. If you're impatient and if you're frustrated and you're wounded, you think you cannot do this. Oh, I'm too wounded. I cannot control this situation. I cannot bring back balance. Why? Because I'm stubborn, I'm wounded. You have that warrior energy, right? And if you have that warrior energy, it's good. There is nothing wrong in that energy. But what is going to happen is this impatience and anger will continue to thrive in your life, Sag. So you have to be very balanced, very stable, give yourself plenty of time with regards to your finances and work with it in the right way. Don't be in a rush. Calculate, do a lot of calculation with your monthly budget, right? What it is that you can spend. How much can you spend for your groceries? How much can you spend for your internet, for other bills, whatever, right? Do a lot of calculations and trust on the vision of saving that money in your pocket to make you rich, right? But you need to start saving. So for saving the money, you need a lot of calculations also to work in your life, Sag. I'm going to ask for this card here, the Page of Pentacles, because this is a new beginning to some kind where you will understand that you need to practice a lot more intuitive energy in yourself in here, Sag. Okay, let's look at the Page of Pentacles. Finances could be troubling you guys, but because finances are troubling you doesn't mean that you become impatient with every situation in your life. You need to give yourself plenty of time in order to work with your financial part of the story. You need to do a lot of calculation before you can rush forward towards some kind of achievement. Okay, but you need to calculate to work on your dreams, have faith, trust your vision, know that you can become rich provided you do the right mathematics in here. Okay, with the Page of Pentacles, guys, you get the Ten of Wands and the Star card. Yeah, you're feeling a lot of pressure on you, Sag. That's what it is. You're feeling a lot of pressure, which is creating that sense of frustration and anger in yourself because you want to get rid of a lot of things. Maybe duties, maybe responsibilities, burdens, anything that is kind of tearing you down, burning you out. So you want to get rid, you want to heal, or you kind of are feeling here that if you're going to work very hard towards something and break your back towards something, there should be a faith and purpose towards that achievement. Right? Because if you don't get enough money and you're still breaking your back, you will not be happy. You will not be happy. So what you're thinking now is that this is a new beginning. That if you're going to put in a lot of effort somewhere in your life, whether it's job, career, relationship, anything, if you are going to break your back for anybody or for any situation, that should have a faith and purpose in your life, or else you're not going to work that hard. If it doesn't bring you back that sense of joy, if it doesn't bring you back a sense of freedom, if it doesn't give you a sense and purpose in life, then what is the use of working that hard? That is, your game plan. So your game plan is changing towards the situation where you're also healing from an old situation here, where you have been working very hard, and possibly some of you guys could be even, having back issues, back problems that you need to heal from, right? But at the end of the day, you're also starting something, a new fresh plan in your life, that from now, from the month of August, whatever you do, however way you do it, that should yield you some kind of result. Otherwise, there is no use of you putting in so much of effort towards a particular situation in life and then seeing a negative result at the end of the day, right? You don't want that. You want to bring back everything in the right way. So, this is a new start to an entirely whole story for you in the month of August, guys. Okay, the Four of Pentacles, the Six of Wands, the Three of Wands. Yeah. So over here, you want to be victorious. You have been stuck. You have definitely been stuck. Call it insecurity, call it monetary problems. You have been saving up a lot of money, but you have not been able to achieve that victory as of now. You want to be successful. You want to bring back the joy, for which there is a wait time here. There is a wait time. A lot of things will work out for you. The ships are coming into your harbor where you will see that victory in your life, Sag, but for which you need to have a lot of knowledge and wisdom and patience in yourself. Okay, so take this guidance, guys. Take this guidance. It's the situation in your case, Sag, needs a lot of change, like I explained. So you have to work with that energy, keep reminding yourself where you're going wrong. That is why we as readers give you your bad and good energies, or my spirit gives it to you so that you can make sense out of the whole situation, implying that energy upon yourself to know what it is that you are doing wrong and what that needs correction here or needs to be corrected, right? So you have to allow yourself that time and that energy to temper and balance yourself in your understanding, even with your physical health. Some of you guys could be really going through a breakdown period of your physical situation, right? But you're still trying to hold on, you're still trying to fight. You're being very resilient about something in your life that you want to compromise or bring a balance in, but you're finding it difficult because you're physically feeling drained in yourself. So that is where a new start needs to happen. That is where a new start needs to happen, where you will find out that there is a light at the end of the tunnel towards your hope, faith, and purpose. But you have to work yourself in that right direction, Sag, to bring this energy in you in the month of August. Okay, so enjoy this reading, guys. Until I see you once again, till then, goodbye, God bless, Khuda Hafiz, and Namaste.